bum did dee. La da ba da da ba da ba da da ba da ba da da ba da ba da ba da ba ba. Hello, Benny Blue here. Today we're going to look at Say Darlin' Say, a beautiful old tune that I recorded for my Banjo Jubilations album. I put the recording from that album, a video that we made while we recorded the album, is up on YouTube, and that's going to be the version that we go over today. It's traditionally a D tune. I got it from... there's all sorts of amazing versions of it, but I've been most inspired by Richie and Rosie's version from their Tractor Beam album. Richie Stearns, fantastic, legendary clawhammer banjo player. If you haven't gotten into the playing of Richie Stearns yet, I can't recommend it highly enough. So my banjo arrangement is loosely based on his, but I've been playing it so long on my own that it's definitely become its own thing that I recorded. And I recorded it in C, and that's what we'll be in today, the double C tuning. So from the low string, that's a C, a G, a C, a D, which will typically have closed up to the second fret, so it's an E, and then our fifth string is a G. So there's our C chord. It's really a pretty straightforward banjo arrangement. There's not a lot of pyrotechnics, very little drop thumbing even. There is kind of one integral drop thumb that will keep recurring that we're going to get to, but it's just as easy to not play it. So if you're not drop thumbing yet, this is a really accessible song for you. The I guess only weird thing about it is sort of the timing of things. It's not actually weird timing. It flows totally instinctively and intuitively. I wouldn't call it a crooked tune. But if you see it written out and kind of try to count to it, it might seem a little different. I don't ever recommend counting in music when you're performing music. But counting can certainly be a good way to get certain things under your fingers, getting certain phrasing in your ear and in your mind. So I will be counting things out today, but I'm not encouraging you to be a counter when it comes to music. I'm encouraging you to be a feeler. And so I'll use the counting to help understand how the phrasing feels in your mind, body, and ear. So the weirdness comes, the typical phrase, the regular phrase of the song is what I would count to be 6 measures long. Usually in fiddle tunes, a phrase is either 4 measures or 8 measures long, especially when you get into square dance tunes. This one is a 6-beat phrase that repeats itself twice, so the whole thing ends up being 12 bars, which, of course, is a very standard length for a verse in music, 12 bars. I wouldn't call it a 12-bar blues, but this is a 12-bar form. And it's basically 2 6-bar forms put together. And so what I mean by that is if you listen to the melody, da da ba da da ba da ba da ba ya ba da ba dum da ba dum bum bum da da ba dum bum bum. That was 6 bars. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 6 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 6 2 3 4. So that was one form that was 2 6 measures sandwiched together. But like I said, don't worry so much about the counting. I think you've probably heard this song before and it's already in your ear. But to add a layer of complexity, if you're gonna count through it, if you think about where the chord changes happen, they happen sort of weird too. And so what are those chords? Simple 1, 4, 5 chords. We got 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, back to 1, 5, and back to 1. So the last two bars, if we're going to count our 6 bars, the last 2 bars are the most straightforward. They're the say, darling, say part, and that's just 5 and back to 1. So our 5 chord is played. We're going to have a D, G, D, D. So that's 2nd fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 2nd string. Here's our 1 chord we already went over, which is open, 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 1st string at the 2nd fret. And then our 4 chord is going to be C, A, C, F. So that's open, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open 2nd string, 3rd fret on the 5th string. That's our F chord. So we got C, 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 F, 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 C, G, and back to C. And again, just for clarification, I'm going to count for a second here. Basically what that is each bar, our 6 bars, each bar is the length of 2 bum ditties. Bum, ditty, that's 1 measure. So we have 1 ditty, 2, 1 ditty, 1 ditty, 1 ditty. So again, those last 2 bars is bum ditty, C ditty, C ditty, G ditty, G ditty, C ditty, C ditty. It's really simple, just 2 bum ditties on each. G ditty, G ditty, C ditty, C ditty. But to make up the first 4 bars, the first bar is all C, the second bar is split, 1 bum ditty on C, 1 bum ditty on F. The third bar is all F, and the 4th bar is split again, 1 on F, 1 on C. So what you end up playing is C for 3 ditties, C ditty, C ditty, C ditty, F for 1, F ditty. Then you just reverse that and do 3 on F, F ditty, F ditty, F ditty, and 1 on C, C ditty. So again, that's C ditty, C ditty, C ditty, F ditty, F ditty, F ditty, F ditty, C ditty. See how I just reversed those? The first one is 3 C's and 1 F. And then you reverse it, 3 on F, and 1 on C. And then 2 on G, 2 on C. Repeat it, 1, 2, 3, F, F, 2, 3, C, G ditty, back to C ditty, C ditty. So there's the chords and the phrasing. Again, once you have figured it out with the counting, then go by feel. It's really about the phrasing. You know, you can do it with words. Hush, little darling, don't say a word. F chord comes on the word word. Hush, little darling, don't say a word. Benji's gonna buy you a mockingbird. So you change on word and bird. Or if you don't want to think of the words, just think of that part of the phrase. Yap, dabby, dap, dabby, dabby, change. Yaga, daga, dun, diddle, then we change. Change and change. So it's just kind of building an instinctive relationship with the chord progression with respect to the melody that your ear already knows. Yap, dabba, dap, dabba, dabba, dap, ba. Yap, dabba, dap, dabba, dap, ba, ba. It's much easier and more musical to think in terms of the phrasing and the feel of where the melody's taking you than it is to think about counting. So then the difference between the first 6 bars and the second 6 bars, the first half of the song and the second half of the song, they're almost identical. The only difference is that the end of the first phrase goes up to this major third, da ba da ba ba, this E note up here, where the end of the last phrase da da ba da ba ba, walks back up the scale back home to the root C. Other than that, as long as your first phrase ends and your second phrase, as long as the first phrase kind of goes out and the last phrase comes back. As long as you do that, you can kind of do anything else in between. And in the version I put on Banjo Jubilations, I don't know that I play it the same way twice. There's a ton of different variations in there. As long as you kind of string the progression in that format. So I'm going to go over 4 different variations that I do. They're basically the first 2 times through the tune in the recording in that video I have on YouTube. I basically play the whole progression twice. So 4 6-bar components. We'll go over each of those. Just the intro. I figured was the easiest way to kind of teach this tune. The first 4 bars first 4 go rounds that you hear. Before we do that, I'm gonna mention this little lick that to me is sort of the essential lick of the song. It's how a lot of the phrases both begin and end. I'll play it. Bum diddy, thumb diddy. Now, if you're not drop thumbing yet, that's fine. So what we're playing, if we go through, this is 4 sets of 8th notes strung together. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. The simplest way to fill those 2 sets, those 4 sets of 8th notes would be bum, diddy, bum, diddy. Do that again. Bum, diddy, bum, diddy. So the only thing I'm changing to just that basic playing bum diddy twice, in its simplest form, what we're doing is taking out the second bum. So it becomes bum diddy, ghost diddy. And so if you're not drop thumbing yet, this is how you'll play it. Bum diddy, ghost diddy. But then one other thing I'm doing is I'm kind of accenting the D, this thumb. I'm not playing it like that, I'm playing it like this. So it takes a bum diddy, kind of monotone bum diddy, and makes it a bum diddy, bum diddy. Nothing changes in the rhythm at all. It just is accenting that thumb note. Bum diddy. So if the easier way to play it without the drop thumbing would be bum diddy diddy bum diddy diddy bum diddy diddy bum diddy. And then the more complicated way is all I'm doing is adding a quick drop thumb on the second string before our second ditty. And instead of doing a ditty with a strum, I'm just hitting the first string and the 5th string. So now it sounds like this. So I call this a bum diddy, thumb diddy. Notice I'm saying thumb diddy. A thumb diddy is not a bum diddy. Listen to the difference. Bum diddy, bum diddy. Thumb diddy, thumb diddy. The thumb happens on the upbeat, so you got a bum diddy, thumb diddy, bum diddy, thumb diddy. So that little rhythmic motif is going to happen in the first measure of the song, but also a lot of the phrases will end with that. So I'm just going to, when you hear me say bum diddy thumb diddy, that's what I'm talking about. And then to actually add one more wrinkle, actually it's subtracting one more wrinkle. Sometimes I'll take it from bum diddy thumb diddy, and I'll ghost the first did, so it's just bum diddy thumb diddy. So just to recap that, we have bum diddy bum diddy. If you leave out the second bum, you have bum diddy diddy. If you leave out or if you add a pickup with the thumb on the second diddy, you have bum diddy thumb diddy. And if you leave out the first did, you have bum dee thumb diddy bum diddy thumb diddy bum diddy. See if you can make that flow. Bum dee thumb diddy bum diddy thumb diddy. Okay, so the first phrase. Let's just take it that far. We have bum diddy thumb diddy pull off bum hammer on the F chord. So that's a bum. I'm playing the C chord with my finger up here on the second fret. Bum diddy thumb diddy. Exactly what we just went over. Bum diddy thumb diddy pull off bum hammer on the F chord. So that's a pull off on the first string, second open second string, and then I play this F chord, and as I play it, I'm hammering on to the second fret of the third string with my first finger. So that whole first phrase, bum diddy thumb diddy pull off bum strum hammer. So that took us from C diddy, C diddy, C diddy, F diddy. That took us those first two bars. Then we answer it with F diddy, back to C. So that part, I play pull off, bum diddy. This is all on the F chord, so I'm keeping my third finger here at the third fret of the first string. But we have a pull off. So pull off. This is at the second fret of the third string. Pull off, bum diddy, pull off, diddy, slide. This is a slide from the third fret of the fourth string to the fourth fret of the fourth string. That's going from an E flat to an E. Pull off, bum diddy. That's a bum on this open second string. Pull off, bum diddy, pull off, diddy. Same pull off we were just doing. Then I slide diddy. Now I just catch the open strings there. I don't worry about getting back up here to the second fret to play a full C chord. I think it sounds pretty to just strum that with the D note, the open D note. It's kind of beautiful. So that second half we have pull off, bum diddy, pull off, diddy, slide diddy. So that whole first part. Sorry. And then 5 diddy, 5 the G chord, diddy, pull off, again, second fret of the third string, pull off, bum, open second string, Hammer on the second fret of the first string, the E. Bum diddy, pull off, bum, thumb diddy. So we're gonna end that phrase with a stum diddy, thumb diddy. So the whole first part. Okay, there's the first of our 4 phrases. The second one. So we're going to get to the F chord the same way with this. Pull off, but we get there, I go E, 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 G, pull off. So those are just quarter notes. Quarter, 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 quarter. And so you can get as fancy with your thumb as you like. I think what I usually tend to do is diddy bum bum diddy, diddy bum bum diddy. But you could do every thumb. You could do no thumb. However you want to do it. But I think I usually go diddy bum bum diddy, kind of the inverse of each other. So we have pull off, F chord. Then I do I do that part all the same to go from the F chord back to the C chord. I think it's the same as the first one. And so I do this pull off, pull off, pull off. Another way you could vary that up, I think I kind of use them interchangeably, is pull off. So instead of pull off, I go pull off, diddy. I hit that choke note at the 2nd fret again, the A, and then I catch the 8th note with my thumb on the 5th string instead of pulling off again. So option 1, option 2, filling the same amount of time. So that's and then you end it G A B C thumb diddy. So you end with the 5 chord, pull off 4th fret on the 3rd string, the B, C diddy, thumb diddy. So that whole first half is okay, so now to start the 3rd one, we come up, we slide up to the 5th fret. Now this is kind of like that lick we learned. It's a bum, ghost, D, thumb, diddy. I'm catching the thumb on the 1st string. We have a slide, ghost, D, thumb, diddy. Get that? Slide, ghost, D, thumb, diddy, bum, bum, bum. So that's slide, diddy, thumb, diddy, bum, bum, F, drop thumb. Right here, the 3rd fret with the 1st finger and 4th fret, E with the middle finger. Drop thumb, diddy, drop thumb, diddy, up to the 5th string, drop thumb, diddy. Pull off thumb. I end that one with this. Drop thumb, drop thumb with the C chord, and then drop thumb with just the open strings. Pull off bum. Just like the first or the second. Back to the root chord. So that whole second half, I'll do it slow. Slide, ghost, thumb, drop. Slide, ghost, thumb, thumb, diddy. Diddy, drop, thumb, diddy, drop, thumb, diddy. Pull off, bum. Drop, thumb, drop, thumb, drop, thumb, pull off. Pull off, bum, pull off, bum. I can see I'm about to run out of tape here. I can only shoot half-hour long videos at a time, and I always think that these little tutorials are going to be like 15 minutes long, but here half an hour has gone by. So I hope that gets you started on Say Darling Say. I do have tab available, information on how to get that from me down below in the comments. Check out the song on Banjo Jubilations, and check out the other video here on YouTube, and let me know how you're doing. All right, take care.